Todd Watkins has been publishing newspapers in Inyo and Mono counties since 1942. As owner of Chalfant Press, his papers included the Inyo Register, the Inyo Independent, and the combined Mono Herald-Bridgeport Chronicle Union. Watkins recently signed the final papers transferring ownership of Chalfant Press to a Santa Monica-based company owned by the Funk family, signaling the end of an era.
I think probably the greatest thing that I did, against all odds, was the Antelope Valley Freeway. The Highway Commission was mostly newspaper publishers. I was on the State Publishers Board and other boards with these same people, and I was able to convince them that we either had to dig a tunnel under the Angeles Crest Mountains or we had to develop a freeway because we were killing too many people. And we got it done in competition with probably 400 other projects statewide. But we had the political muscle and the power at that time, and we had friends. And
Todd Watkins has had a lot of friends in high places, and he has never hesitated to use them.
I developed another concept. We didn't have enough money to raise trout. So I developed the concept of a wildlife restoration fund, taking money away from the horse racing industry. I got Earl Warren, the then governor, to buy the concept, and all I had to do was phone Earl and tell him the concept, and it was usually a law of the land in 30 days.
What did you think about Earl Warren?
He saw his daddy murdered in Bakersfield, and it always left some kind of a little mark on him, and he become obsessed by the need for social change. I mean, prayers in the schools and a whole mess of things. Every man has to do his own thing, and Earl did what he thought he had to do at the time on the Supreme Court. And like I say, if you can't say something real good about a guy, I don't want to say anything else. I think that we went too socialistic in the United States, and we became a weaker people because of the concept that, yes, you can get something for nothing.
Watkins' career in newspapers began in 1938 when he graduated from the USC School of Journalism.
I came up, as I say, July the 20th of 41. Pearl Harbor came along. I had an ensign's commission, and I was leaving, and then the government stepped in and decided I wasn't leaving. They stepped in and said that they were going to we were going to publish the Manzanar Daily Free Press, which we did out of Lone Pine while they had the War Relocation Center at Manzanar. It was the first of the centers to take the Japanese away from the coast. Right. And they had them in all over the western United States, but that was the first one. At that time, we were, President Roosevelt was hoping to get them away from the coast. We had Japanese subs off in Santa Barbara, and there was a lot of emotion, and they were moving these people out so that they wouldn't get involved with their neighbors and friends emotionally to their destruction one way or another. So at the time, it seemed like the best thing to do. But I'll tell you, Manzanar, it was a tremendous experience. Those people, I give them a lot of credit. I'm sure I would have been out of shape had I gone through what they went through.
The events of World War II dominated the news during Watkins' first 3 years at Chalfant Press. Rationing was strict, but locals still found time for recreation.
Mammoth, nobody was in Mammoth. Mammoth wasn't open in the wintertime. It was closed in the wintertime. The only people who stayed in Mammoth in those days would be Tex and Ruth Cushion. They had a dog team operation, and old Frank Penny, who had Penny's Tavern. And those are the only people that stayed in. And Bob Simons and I, we would fly a ski plane, and we would drop batteries and supplies and stuff into the snowbanks up there for them. But nobody was in Mammoth. The only guy that tramped Mammoth was Dave McCoy.
What was your relationship with the Los Angeles Department of Water and Power?
If they had not come in here about 1905 and bought up the water rights that they did, this side of the mountain could be nothing but chaos right now. So actually, you back off and take a look at it. the political power that they exerted, together with the dedication of the public agencies that are in charge of administering the land, actually have preserved something for posterity that's very much worthwhile. And they're always going to be here because there's nothing in second place. You see, when you have to have water and that all you got is money, money won't buy water because nobody's got anything to sell, especially in California. You're going to see water development in California, whether you like it or not, because humanity demands it. In California, all the water in California belongs to all the people.
Todd Watkins has been voicing his opinions weekly in the Chalfant papers for over 30 years in a column called Taboos.
Taboos? Yes. Now it developed as my personal column. Probably the most quoted column in the Congressional Record history. See, I'm the richest man in the world. I have a lot of friends who are worth $100 million, but they all say that Todd Watkins is the richest man in the world because of the tremendous numbers of experiences that I've had, you know. And I have.